Hey guys, in this video I'm looking at this 1080p projector from Yaber. It's the Pro V8. It comes with this big coated lens, which is easy to focus, and it's got 4 keystone correction. And all the modern major ports are accessible. And of course you get a nice remote control with a great home screen and all the settings you need at a glance. And picture quality, as you'd expect, is pin sharp. And all this at a budget price of well under $200. So this is the Yaber Entertainment Projector. We get 1080p native resolution, 4-point correction, Miracast iOS. It comes in a rucksack. It's a pretty nice rucksack, this, guys. As you can see, got your 2 handles here for your shoulders, well stitched together. Got your zips on the side here, 2 zips. So we've got an instruction manual. Cool thing about this is its color, which is always handy. Standard power plug. Got lens cleaning kit here, AV connector cable, HDMI cable. Got a remote control, got your standard functions, power, input device, menu, D-pad, OK button, back, volume, and a mute. And this is a pretty nice unit, guys. Got Yaber branding on the side, joy, happiness together. So on the front we've got the lens cap protector, and there you go, lovely lens. Got an infrared blaster there. We've got on the side, we've got a audio headphones, AV socket, USB-T, and we've got a USB another port here, HDMI in. Another infrared port. This is going to be your speaker, and this looks like air intake with a filter on it. Power in, that's your air outtake. Air comes out there, help cooling. You got your feet, you got the stand, you can angle your projector onto the wall. Another air fan intake here. On the top we've got a focus ring, and we've got a adjustment of the lens, manual adjustment up and down. We've got a menu button, back, menu, power, shifting up and down. Okay, so pretty straightforward, guys. Nice little compact unit. Let's see what it looks like on the wall. As soon as you power on, this is the home screen you get, guys. I'll quickly take you through the settings here and then go on to some video samples. You've got quick access to your HDMI input, your AV input. Now if you click on the cog, you'll go into the settings menu. And as a typical user, you'd want to make sure your screen is correctly positioned on the wall, so you go into projection settings. And from here, you can change things like cast mode, which is a setting that comes in useful if you're mounting your projector on the ceiling, so it's going to be upside down. You can flip the projection so it's the right way around. Now below that, you've got options to correct the screen shape on the wall. You've got options between vertical and quadrangle. I'm going to go for quadrangle, which is 4-point correction. And from here, you just basically eye up the screen on the wall and use your remote to maneuver the points so that your screen looks perfectly square on the wall. Now in all, this took me around 5 minutes to get the screen looking the way I wanted on the wall. And what you're looking for here is to make sure the screen is a perfect rectangle on the wall. And I've just speeded up that process here. Now there is also a zoom feature available, so depending on the size of your screen availability, you can increase or decrease the projection size. So whatever the size of your wall, you're going to be able to project the screen onto that wall. Okay, the second most important thing to do is connect to the network, and we do this by going to the network settings and just turn on the Wi-Fi if it's not already turned on, and click on the refresh Wi-Fi, and the projector will start scanning for new Wi-Fi networks. Back up to the main settings page, we can also connect our Bluetooth devices. Just select the scan option and it will start searching for new Bluetooth devices. Back on the settings page, we can do a system update from here. That is, of course, if one is available. And from here we can also restore to factory defaults. You've got access to the general settings where we can change the power on option, have it as direct or have it to standby. You can schedule the projector to shut down automatically. And lastly, you've got language and time zone settings. Back up top to the settings, we've got system info access. Now another cool thing about this projector is that you can actually cast to it from your mobile phone. It can be an Android phone or it can be an Apple device. Just select the appropriate menu option and follow the on-screen instructions. So these are the instructions for Apple devices, and similarly you've got instructions for Android devices. Now of course this projector has got USB input ports, and if you insert a USB media drive, you can access the contents of the drive from the menu here. So simply clicking on movies or music or photos, it brings up that folder with those individual media files. So I haven't inserted a USB stick, so it's asking me to insert one. Now the other thing I want to mention is Yaber actually have their own app, and you can download it by selecting M-Hub here, and with it you can actually control the projector with your phone, as well as mobile screen sharing. Okay, let's move on to the picture quality we get from this projector. So I've got an Android box connected to the HDMI port, and straight away you can see I'm getting a 1080p signal, and so far what I can see, the picture looks bright, vibrant and sharp with no noticeable lag. Now we've got access to picture mode settings on the remote, and in fact there's quite a few modes you can choose from. You've got user, standard, vivid, sport, movie, game, energy saving, and of course each of these give you a different screen brightness and color profile. Now we can also change the display mode from the remote. You've got options for automatic, full frame, super zoom, unscaled, 4:3 ratio, and movie 14:9 and movie 16:9 ratio. Now as you'd expect from Yaber, the picture quality is good, it's sharp, colourful and bright. And if you've got a 4K input like a PlayStation 4 or 5 or even a Nvidia Shield, it'll handle it with no problems at all. And on YouTube you can see I was able to get up to 4K with no issues. And there's no issues browsing the internet. As you can see, text is sharp, vibrant and clear. And zooming in you can see it's very clear. And looking at a news website you can see the text is clear and sharp and easy to read. And scrolling down the page you can see there's relatively little motion blur. And staying zoomed in, I'm going to show you how the projector performs while gaming. So you can see all the detail here with the graphics. Fan noise is what you'd expect, nothing too loud. Summarizing guys, it's another great projector from Yaber. It's a great 1080p projector which performs well at gaming and video playback at 1080p native resolution.